Here I'll be opening a Dagobah Revised booster box. I'm actually not sure if I've ever opened a Dagobah Revised box. Yeah, because I don't think I have any of the rules inserts for it. So we're going to take a look at the rules insert here and open up a Dagobah pack. These white border sets, for a long time they were a lot less desirable than the black border sets, and for a lot of people they still are, because a lot of people think the black border cards look sharper for pretty much every set except for Hoth, which the colors just seem right there. But I think people are starting to realize that they're a lot more scarce. So packs are, I mean, people are spending $5 for random junk rares that if they were buying the black border version, they wouldn't even spend $2. So I think definitely a lot of collectors are wanting to get their white border sets completed, and it's getting harder to do. Who knows how short printed they are relative to black border. And maybe they're not particularly scarce, but just in a relative sense, so much black border was printed that it seems like white border is scarce. So we'll open this up. A little bit of bending on the top of the box there. You can see that in the light. We'll see how the rules supplement fared. The packs are usually pretty densely packed in there. But the rules supplement can get some. All right, so yeah, there's definitely, it got bent up a little bit at the top, but it looks like, if I were looking at this, so it has the Dagobah rules there, but also the revised version rules of them. So all this stuff was probably mentioned when Dagobah first came out, but I'm sure that anything, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything obvious here that would have been in the revised edition of the rules. I mean, the big one would be cards like Asteroid Sanctuary, where who knows if it was actually a printing error where they accidentally printed the wrong text, or if they printed the text they intended to, but just made some really bad text that broke the game wide open. So, yeah, that's the rules supplement there, and a lot of, that's the thing about Dagobah. I mean, there's a lot of interesting rules and some interesting cards in the sense of like manipulating your deck. But other than Jedi training for the light side and some pretty cool bounty hunter stuff for the dark side, I mean, there's a lot of disappointing rares in this set. Okay, it is kind of weird having a box that only has two columns of packs. There's 39 card packs in here. So I'm going to go with right or left here. Well, let's see. When I picked my Premier pack for the Enhanced Premier video, I picked one on the left side of that box. So I'm going to pick the right side, because the left side didn't do me any good last time. Ended up getting a Han Seeker. The nice thing about the 9-card packs is that the rare's the last card, so you don't have to do any shuffling around, really. For the most part, I tried to build 10 common and uncommon sets from each set, but for white border, I decided to go and look for only 5, just because it was way too hard to get white border cards in. Alright, that's a useful card. Being able to, if your opponent plays a bunch of copies of one interrupt, being able to look through their use pile. Make them lose force for each copy there. Some creatures, of course. That's one of the bummers about Dagobah, is you get a lot of... I mean, it is kind of interesting that this basically is like a boa constrictor, but not necessarily super fun to play. Unless you're trying to kill Jedi on purpose to get them placed on the... Well, there's a few reasons why you want to kill Jedi, to get them to be communing, which is a card that has it a couple iterations. So I remember reading a deck idea. You put a pilot Jedi on a speeder bike. The Vine Snake attaches to it. When a pilot is piloting a speeder bike, their power is 0. So just by piloting the speeder bike, the boa constrictor immediately suffocates them. They die, and then because they're dead, they go out of play and they add some bonuses to you. So it was fun, kind of like the deck where you're just feeding banthas to the Sarlacc constantly in order to build its ferocity. Because Yago Gakko lets you do that, but if nobody comes to the Sarlacc, you probably... Oh, okay, so here's the rare, Luke's Backpack. I guess it wasn't the last card, so maybe the last cards are uncommons, which would maybe make sense. I can't actually remember where Starship Levitation is, but that's not a bad card. Luke's Backpack. It's not a bounty hunter. It's not Luke or Yoda or a Star Destroyer, but I mean, it's something that belongs to Luke, so we could definitely do a lot worse for a rare. Anyways, that was a Dagobah Revised pack. I have some more boxes coming up pretty soon. Something that has, the packs are a little bit more high stakes than Dagobah Revised, let's say. So hope you tune in for those ones, as well as my random pack opening videos too, and probably some other odds and ends coming down the wire here. So thanks for watching. We pulled a Luke, not too bad, and hope you tune in for the next one.